Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all my members, all my patrons, and let's get into it. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah. So today we're going to talk about two little things that were added to War Thunder in this patch that I think it's worth to talk about. There's not a lot to talk about anyway, but there are two little things that I really wanted to talk about, okay? So the first thing is a new feature. It was added for the 2S38, obviously. For the BMD4, sorry, this one, to the BMP2M, to the Bradley M3, so A3, right? This one, and also for the Puma, if I'm not mistaken, the Puma also got it. So yeah, this one, right? Which is a very little feature, but it helps a lot. These, if you see here, right here, we don't have radars or anything like that, right? But it has an auto tracker. Basically, it means that it has a mode in the sight mode that it can actually lock air-to-air aircraft targets, you know, helicopters and stuff like that. And with the image itself, it can, and with the help with a laser rangefinder, it can actually calculate the bullet drop, and it can actually track the target as if it was a radar, you know. So as I said, not many vehicles have this. Let's test on the 2S38, you know. But not only this tank has it. As I said, many of them have it. We are going to... Nah, that's a nice one. Look at the MiG there. Pretty cool, right? These all wallpaper. Come on, load everything. So yeah, instead of having a radar, you're going to point to the target and click the weapons lock button. This button over here. Okay, weapon lock. With this, it is going to be locked as if it was a radar. So, for example, here, let's try to hit it. Almost. See? So you can actually track the target where it is, and you can actually have a bullet drop kind of situation here, you know? There. Let's see. I'm trying to... because he's moving, he's changing his direction, so yeah, as you see, I hit it. Come on. It's hitting him, but it's not killing. It's probably going down. Because this also has a proximity fuse shell, obviously, but yeah. So as you see, it works exactly like a radar, okay? It makes these light tanks very useful to actually deal with such targets, you know, especially this one, you know, that has the automatic kind of proximity fuse, you know. I think it's, I mean, automatic, I don't even know if it has a radio fuse or a time fuse, but still. It's just very, very easy to hit targets. As you see, it's just very, very easy. And with that, it makes these tanks very effective. Let's test with the BMP2M. As I said, it got it as well. And it's a very, very modern technology if you think about just because the way that everything works, you know. Normally, you need radars to make this type of thing work. And this, only with image, you can make it work. Which I found very, very interesting. So yeah, let's get the HE round. So same way, you point to the target and click the weapon lock button. And then it's going to lock, and then you have a target, like basically like the arcade kind of thing that you just can aim where the target is. Obviously, it's real time, so if the target is moving from the where you are shooting, you are end up missing the target, as you know, right? So let's shoot a little bit on the front here, for example. Almost. Let's see if I can hit it. Yeah, it's from far away is a little bit harder. But close like this, you just have to aim to the target and shoot. Okay? So there you go. I'm hitting him. So very, very cool. And obviously it is tracking the target, as you see. It is locked right there. It has a kind of a weird, like it's pulling to the target, as you see. I'm not moving the mouse and it's pulling to the target, right? So very, very cool addition. It's not something, I mean, I wish the Soviets actually had a proper you know, the AA system at this BR, but you know, it's at least it's something to help a little bit out. I mean, you can snipe people from far away with this. It's not a proper AA system, but it will make some of these light tanks a little bit better to just deal with these targets. Can be locked in aircraft and helicopters, okay? And let's see the other thing that I wanted to talk about. And another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Apaches. All the Apaches now, they received a new weapon. Most of them, not all of them. But they received this APQWS system, you know, missile. It is basically the same way that, if you remember, I did a video on it. It's basically the same kind of weapon that it is the Sidit missile here in the Turkish T-129. Yeah. T-129, yeah. Not all of them have it. Let's check. Yeah, this one has it. Let's check the prototype. Probably the prototype doesn't have it, yeah. And I think the P-10 doesn't have it as well. Let's check it out. Yeah, the P-10 doesn't have it as well. So it depends on the Apache, but some of them have this system. So it's basically the same as a Hydra rocket, but it is guided, laser guided. So very, very cool. Very different as well. I mean, you have two types, you know, so you have the M2A2 and you have the M151. The 151 is basically an HE round, and the 282 is kind of a semi-armor piercing HE round, you know, so they are different from each other. Let's test it out on the test flight to see what they can do, both of them. But yeah, very, very cool missile. It is not the greatest thing ever. Remember, these missiles, they don't turn as well as Hellfire or Vikir or something like that. So always remember that. Had some freezes there, but yeah. Let's take off. So this is the Greek one, the new one that it's there. Let's see something. Oh, everything is working properly. Yeah, oh no, now it's downloaded. The thing was weird there. So as you see, let's fire a missile. Let's turn the point, which is the laser designator, right? Let's fire on this one. And as you see, it doesn't turn very well. It tries to turn. This one is going to hit the target. But the game is freezing for some reason. There are some weird things happening with AMD. But as you see, it does track, you know. It is a very small missile, as you see. It is just like a Hydra. And it does track. It has an interesting flight envelope. So if you fire too far from the target itself, it will not hit the target. Let's see. Yeah, the final one is trying to hit the target, as you see. But it sometimes will not hit it because it doesn't turn very well, okay? It tries to go for the target, but it doesn't turn like the Hellfire, as I said. But it is a very cool missile because it is small. And in real life, it's supposed to be cheap, you know. And as you see, it is still kind of an unguided rocket at close range. So you have to kind of think about what you're doing. And sorry about the freezes, guys. There's something happening with the drivers and dispatch. So yeah, but yeah, look at that. It's the same as a Hydra missile, kind of. You know, it's just a smaller pod, but it is pretty much the same. Let's. It's missing, right? Let's see if I can. Why the missile is turning so much? Yeah, at close the ranges is kind of bad. Yeah, it doesn't like to just try to turn, you know. But from far away, I don't know what is the range on this, but let me check. So it's 5,000 meters, so it's pretty alright, to be honest. Not the most amazing thing ever. But from far away, let's check. This is not far away, actually. Let's, like, do really far away targets. Like, for example, these three. Let's see if it hits. I don't think it's tracking properly. Let's try again. So it's kind of weird, right? It kind of like goes nowhere and then it starts to track. I think it has a very small kind of like a window. The first one hit it, as you saw, but it has kind of a almost hit it actually. So it has kind of a small kind of window to actually be effective, you know, as you see here. It doesn't turn very well, but it does turn. It's just that it takes a while, so it's not the most effective missile ever in doing that, you know. You have to really think about where the target are and where you want to shoot. I wish he had some form of CIP, you know, to actually make it a little bit easier to shoot, to be honest. Because from far away like this, it's alright, because you don't have to be precise. But if it's close, it's kind of difficult to know where the missile is going to try to hit, you know. But it is working, right? As you see. Let's shoot all of them. Yeah, but it doesn't do a lot of damage as well. It has to hit in a weak target, in a weak point, you know. But yeah, basically this is it. As you saw, let's just check the stats again. So he has firing range 11 kilometers. Doesn't a guarantee launch range is 5. Maximum speed, it's a slow missile, but it's pretty alright. And it has only like 41 millimeters of penetration. So yeah, it's a lot lower than the normal Hydras even. So you have to consider that you have to hit a target that it's not directly, you know, looking at you in these BRs. To be honest, the Maverick is still the best option. But it is a different missile. Depending on the aircraft, you can use it to try to use as a different type of killing method, you know. But anyway, this is it for the video, guys. Just wanted to show these two little things. Very cool little things, but yeah, basically this is it. So subscribe, be a member, be a patron, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.